Thanks for joining us again. This time we've got a new session called Cash Call Quickies. And we just came up with that. So if it's wrong, we're sorry, but we'll change
it later.
That's right. And today I've got my friend Dale Archdekin with me. He's a national sales coach. And obviously, you know, Tristan, CEO of Lab Code Agents and Fortune 500 consultant. Let's get right into this. This session is going to work like this. We're going to role play for 4 minutes. I'm going to take the role of the salesperson. I'm going to be calling up. And then for a minute, we're going to kind of break it down and say what we could have done better. Then Dale takes it on and he becomes a salesperson and calls me. And then for the last minute, we'll be like, hey, we could have done this a little bit better. Let's get to this. Today, we're going to be talking about for sale by owners. I'm going to be the real estate agent calling up for 4 minutes, and Dale is going to be the client. And I'm going to time this, Dale. This way we don't go over. Siri, set an alarm for 4 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, Siri works today. Let's go. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Dale.
Yes.
Hey, Dale. This is Tristan with Keller Williams Realty. I noticed that your property is on the market for sale. Is that still available?
It is. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. And so I have a couple of questions here for you. I know you're probably getting a ton of calls in regards to the home, whether it's for sale, whether agents can come in and list it. But I wanted to see what things you're doing right now for selling the home, because the market's changing with COVID-19 and now these riots that are happening. What are some things that you think are going well for you? Because I'm trying to see if I can help you.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we have it listed on Zillow. We have it listed on a couple of other websites, and we just posted on social media here and there. And so far, we've gotten some calls and some interest. There are a lot of agents that are calling, though.
Yeah, also. I bet. Have you decided to just keep on selling it on your own, or are you thinking of possibly using a real estate agent after, let's say, a month or 2 months? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think if nothing happens within a month or so, then we may consider using a real estate agent. But yeah, for now, we're going to continue doing it on our own because we're getting feedback. We're getting interested buyers calling us up.
Okay. And what does that feedback look like for you so far?
So far, they ask questions. We really just put it up a few weeks ago. So we have a couple of people who are supposed to come by and take a look at it, but nobody's actually walked through it yet. But like I said, we're getting a bunch of calls, and people generally ask questions about it. So yeah, things sound good so far.
All right, excellent. Well, look, I serve the community here. I'm with Keller Williams. I'm out of the area, and I'm going to be sending you some things that we're doing that are working for us, because as things have changed all around us in the world that we're in, we've had to put in place new contracts. We're trying to do different things so to attract more people to see homes virtually, because some people just can't come in and see it. And then also some guidelines that we're using in regards to how we're processing this to keep everyone safe, both the buyers and both yourself. Is it okay if I email you kind of like the breakdown just for you to take a look at it?
Yeah, sure. Send it over.
All right, man, I appreciate that. It's just saying it's a specific program that we call EHC. It focuses on equity, health, and contract, where we're focusing primarily on, obviously, your equity, right? Next is health, making sure that you stay safe and healthy. And last is that we're not forgetting about the contract. But one of the things that has worked really well for us, Dale, and you can take a look at the email, are our virtual tours we're using, Matterport. Have you incorporated that into what you're currently using to market on Zillow and everywhere else?
No, we're just using photos at the moment.
All right. And what has the feedback been in regards to people actually coming to your home and seeing it, or just saying, hey, I love your home, I'd like to get more information?
Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it. They've called up, asked questions like the size of our yard or certain size of bedrooms, things like that. But I mean, people said it looks great. And like I said, we have a couple of appointments scheduled for them to come look at the home. And we just assumed we would, walk outside, let them go through with masks on and things like that. That's about as far as we've gotten.
Awesome. All right. Well, Well, Del, let me send that over to you and then I'll follow up with you, see what you think, see if you have any questions, and I'm here to help you out. What I'll do is I'll send you that. Just verify with me that it's good, and then I'll follow up with you tomorrow just to see if you have any questions. Is that okay?
Sounds good. I
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Thanks so much, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right, I ran out of time. I was going to go for the close a little bit in regards to, well, let's set up some time and talk after this, but I left it there. Dale, go ahead and destroy me, please. We have a minute.
No destruction needed. Obviously, you sound great. I mean, a veteran of talking to people, so you're a very pleasant, personable person. If I were to give some critiques and some suggestions, is that one, I wouldn't ask if it was, I would match my word. I said hello, you said hi. Okay. And this is a phone call, right? So why not mirror and match? We talk about mirror and matching. That goes all the way down to the first word they said. If you have the opportunity to either sound like me or not sound like me, just choose to sound like me. It's that simple. Good one. Right?
Good one. What about in the closing? What could I have done differently to close better, or maybe not? What are your suggestions there?
Well, I think that you closed just fine with the person that you were talking to, and you said that you would have asked for a future appointment. I think that, and I did tell you that after a month or so that we would consider a real estate agent. I think the only thing that you could have done, and you'll see that when I do this scripting, is ask a more pointed question about how I decided to sell it myself. So because, what we want to understand is, why is this person doing what they're doing? Why are they doing it that way? I think that was the only thing that was missing from your script.
Perfect. All right. I love that. That was a minute. Let's get into this. I'm going to set up another 4 minutes. You're going to call me. I'm going to be the seller. And
just to prepare this for people listening, this is for agents who don't have a program. Like Tristan has a cool program. I don't have one. Okay. So I'm like those agents who don't have anything really put together. Perfect. But I want to call FSBOs because I know there's business there.
And we're not putting a lot of no, stop calling me, because we want to go through the process to show you how it would look. Okay. Right. So just note that. Siri, set an alarm for 4 minutes.
Okay. I set an alarm for 10:18 a.m.
All right, go.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hello, this is Dale Archdekin with eXp Realty. How are you today?
Hey, good. How are you? You're a real estate agent. How can I help you?
I am a real estate agent. I'm calling about your property that you have listed for sale. Is that property still available?
Yep, still for sale. We had some activity this weekend. I'm still trying to sell it. Dale, you have any buyers?
We may. That's actually why I'm calling you. First, I wanted to see if you were collaborating or willing to participate with an agent if they brought you a buyer. Are you offering a commission?
Yeah, definitely. We're offering 2.5% if you bring the buyer, and that's across the board with any real estate agent.
Excellent. I appreciate that. Wonderful. So we'll definitely put this in the list of homes that we put in front of our buyer pool. Out of curiosity, how did you decide to sell it yourself instead of listing with a real estate agent?
Well, I interviewed three agents that kind of broke down the same things they were all going to do. And I thought, well, I've got some time. I'm retired. I can do this myself and save on the commission. So that's really the essence of it. I just want to look, nothing against real estate agents, but 15,000 can go a long way for me, right?
Absolutely. It's a lot of money, and it's not rocket science to sell your house yourself. Look, I get it. I totally understand it. So let me ask you this question. How long do you think you'll take to try and sell it on your own before deciding to go a different direction?
Well, we've already been at it for about 3 weeks, and I would probably say I'd give it another 2 months to see where we're at, because summer's coming. So I think we're hitting it at the right spot, because I think with everything that's been happening, everybody's kind of jumping back in. So I'd say another 2 months, maybe.
Another 2 months. Got it. Okay, that sounds great. When you get close to those 2 months, do you think that you would go with one of those 3 agents that all sounded the same, or would you still want to hear maybe a different approach to actually getting things done and netting the most money in this market before you made a choice on which agent to work with?
I actually don't remember those 3 agents.
Okay.
I probably, if I went with a real estate agent, I'd have to really think about it again and see who those agents are at that time, right?
Okay. That makes sense. Listen, I hope that it works out for you. I hope that you get it sold. I have a proposition for you. Are you interested?
Depends. I mean, what is it?
Depends. I would be willing to come by, with you for 10 minutes and show you the unique techniques that we've used with the last 250 listings to get at or above the asking price for our sellers in less than 30 days. I'd be willing to stop by, show you how we do that, if you would simply be willing to give me 10 minutes of your time. And listen, at the end of that, if you still haven't heard anything different or you're still not interested, we'll shake hands. I'll leave. I'll wish you the best of luck.
I mean,
would you be willing to do that?
Well, if you give me about 2 more weeks, I think I might be ready to sit down and listen. Look, I respect that you're calling me, first of all. And I think that you give me 2 weeks to see where I'm at, I can do that.
Okay, I think that sounds great. How about this? I am going to be coming through your neighborhood later today. How about I just drop off a pack of the information that's going to give you some of that information that I would share with you in 2 weeks, and I'll let you review it at your own leisure. Sound good?
Just drop it off, and if I'm not home, just leave it at the front porch.
Sounds good. Do you think you'll be home? I'd love to meet you just to shake your hand and, give you maybe some feedback on the home. Will you be around this evening?
I'm probably going to be home.
Okay,
Unless I'm walking the dog, but other than that, I'm good.
What kind of dog do you have?
I just got a little Chihuahua, just yaps at everything.
Nice. I love Chihuahuas. My best friend growing up had like 3 of them. They were a gang onto their own, man, like a biker gang. They're awesome. Cool. Sounds good. All right. So I'll stop by this evening. Hopefully I run into you. If not, we'll talk in 2 weeks.
Awesome. All right. Done. Love it. All right. 1 minute. Here we go. I think you did great, first of all. And
Thank you.
One of the things that you did really well on was towards the end where you're like, hey, if I'm going to stop by, are you going to be home? Right. That was good, because a lot of people just like stop by and they're like, oh, I hope they're not home, because I just want to drop off the packet and not say anything to them.
They hope they're not home? Oh man.
Yeah, they hope they're not home. Some of these people, right? I want to be home too. The one thing that tell me you're thinking on this, because when you said, which was, hold on, you said,
I have a proposition for you.
No, unique. I have unique. What was that? A unique way of selling homes, right? Mm-hmm. I wish as a seller, I would have been like, okay, what is it specific that you do that's different? At least kind of whet my appetite to be like, you know what, that is different enough to let you come in. Got it. Okay. But what's your angle on that? So I understand it, because you know, it's just an opinion, obviously. So tell me. Yeah. Well, I mean, frankly, there's what really is unique. I mean, those of us who operate at a really high level and are proactive about getting our listings out in front of the entire buyer community and invest a lot in marketing, we really set ourselves apart from the other agents that are out there operating with no plan and just kind of post things and hope that they sell. I mean, the truth is, if you are operating at a really high level, you are unique to most of your competitors. Mm-hmm. Among the top teams, though, it's really the same stuff. There is no revolutionary way of selling things that anyone knows of. So I think that when I'm saying that we have a unique way of positioning properties for clients, really what I'm saying is we are one of the top 5, right? Okay. Which typically in any market, there's between 2 and 5 top operating teams. Okay. Typically. So one thing that I'm going to suggest in that, now that I understand you, is because I remember calling, so I still call for sale owners. The thing that I get when I was using that was, well, what's unique about it? And then when I said, well, let me show you in person, they're like, So I had to come up with something back then, right, when I was using that specific one. And I used international marketing at the time. And so I actually had to think ahead and be like, okay, well, let's actually think of something that's unique here, right? Yeah. So when you're using that, make sure you actually have something that's a little different that most people don't use, so it can be a hook, right? Yeah. So that's for those that are listening. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the little bell so that you get an email every time we have a brand new video. Thanks again, Dale. Thanks again. For those of you who are trying to find Dale, Google Dale Archdekin. He has an amazing coaching company, and we're going to keep on coming back with this. Thank you. Good seeing you.